So this is pretty exciting. This is our first production, our first shoot, our first interview in WCA-TV's new Studio B, as we're calling it, our podcast video studio. And I'm very, very happy to be joined by Matt Hanna and Kristen Kenny, who are here to talk about a very exciting new event in Watertown coming up in May, Watertown Porchfest. So let's just jump into Matt and Kristen, if you can tell us a bit about what is Porchfest.
Well, I think Porchfest has been happening for about 12 years.
So I think Ithaca started it in New York.
No kidding.
In like 2007 or 2009, somewhere in the preteens there, in the aughts. But yeah.
So in Massachusetts.
But around here, Somerville was the first, probably.
Somerville, of course, right. And maybe there's about, from that list that you can see on the developer's website, about 25 towns are doing it.
Sounds about right.
So why not Watertown?
Mm-hmm. So it's Saturday, May 18th from 12 to 5
Correct.
p.m., I believe. And then I think the rain date is the following day, Sunday the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of performers, I guess, can people expect to see performing during Porchfest? I know that I think there's a specific Watertown is welcoming, seems like, different types of performers, not just, musicians.
Oh, for sure. And not just from Watertown. So when we had first posted this on Facebook, a friend of mine that lives in Rhode Island wants to come up and do the Watertown Porchfest. I said to him, if you want to drive an hour and 15 minutes, that's great. We have plenty of porches. So that band is a little bit more of pop punk rock. We've got DJs. What else has been signed up,
We've got everything. We've got folk. We've got flute ensemble.
Oh, the flute ensemble, who are fantastic. We love flute ensemble.
I know there's people interested who are, dance troops.
Oh, great!
And so, it is not just music. It's any type of performance that's
singer-songwriters. A couple of bands have called themselves dad bands. Yeah. So a few of those will be on porches. Or also, it's not just porches. People, if you don't have a porch, if you have a side yard, front yard, backyard, garage in Somerville, which has been going on, like Matt said, for quite a while, bands are just wherever you got a space in your yard where you're not blocking the street or sidewalk. Mm-hmm. So any place is fair game.
It's I think it's like a perfect walking town.
It absolutely is, and we're reaching out to a lot of businesses who seem very, very interested in having a band either in their sort of patio area or in their backyard. What are some of the more public buildings that are involved?
So the library is going to be doing stuff on their front patio, for sure. Let's see who else. Gore Place is going to be doing some stuff. I know some other locations around town will show up too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I saw you have about 50 musicians, performers that are signed up so far, but people can also sign up to be hosts.
Right now we have more performers than we do have hosts, so we are definitely looking for people who are willing to host. Mm-hmm. And the important thing is talk to your neighbors. we don't want any problems, especially with some of maybe these more louder bands. We're going to talk to them, make sure they're keeping it to a reasonable level.
Right.
And so make sure you talk with your neighbors, but then get together and invite them over, and hopefully you'll bring some neighbors together too. So.
Right. So if somebody's interested, they can go to our website, which is watertownporchfest.org. And there you choose between being a host or being a band. And once you click on one of those links, it takes you through all these prompts. And it's a questionnaire, from everywhere from where do you live if you're one of the hosts or you want to be a host to if you're a band, what type of music, where are you from, do you have a picture of yourself? And then there's also frequently asked questions. And within there, we ask, the bands to please be, conscientious about your sound. To the homeowners, please go talk to your neighbors before you have the folk band that does Iron Maiden covers come on and, play for an hour and a half. There's also block parties going on. I think on Palfrey Street, there's going to be a block party. And I think between now and, you're going to have to help me, Matt.
So it's coming up pretty soon because it has to be 45 days before the event. You can get a block party with the city. So that maps out to about
I believe there's a grant
3rd.
For it.
Yeah, so the Watertown Community Foundation has block party grants. So, that's also linked on the front page of the Porchfest website.
So if you want to have a block party with your neighbors, besides, shutting down access to the streets and whatnot, and getting the police involved, you would just, this is money to like have food, set up tables, get some banners. I mean, that would be amazing. And again, Watertown is perfectly built for that, suited the way that the streets are built and the boulevard nature of all these big streets. I think it would just be great.
What are the deadlines and what do people have to do to sign up for each thing? Just kind of list all that out for us.
Yes. So for signups as either a performer or a host, go to the website, watertownporchfest.org, and you can click on what you want to be. If you're going to be a host and you have a band, either yourself or someone you know who's going to play, sign up as a host first. And then when the performers sign up, they can click that address from the drop down of prearranged address. That way it's all linked up. Makes it much easier on our back end to match that up. And then the deadline is April 28th. So we got another month here basically to get people in and signed up.
All right. Matt, Hanna, Kristen, Kenny, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for being our first interview here in Studio B. I'm very excited for this.
Congratulations.
For this so thank you. Thank you.
It's great.
So Watertown Porchfest, Saturday, May 18th, 12 to 5 p.m. And watertownporchfest.org, I think is the website. So head there if you want to learn more.
Thank you.